Hey folks, it's Woody here over at USA Made Blade, and we are doing it again. It is our annual top 5 from USA Made Blade. These aren't particularly the top 5 best knives overall of the year, but there are top 5 that we like to talk about and tell you about. So this year we're going to mix it up a little bit. We're doing we got a few honorable mentions, and these are in no particular order, but a few that we got to mention before we move forward. So first honorable mention to discuss is the ZT0640. We've mentioned this knife in quite a few videos recently, and the reason it's definitely got to be mentioned is because this knife just, to us, it seemed like from pictures and everything else, it was going to be slinky. It was going to be kind of more of a gentleman's carry, but no, this knife is overbuilt. But one of the reasons it's really got to be mentioned as an honorable mention, and probably should be in the top 5, is this green and black carbon fiber. That's bold, man. ZT likes to say hashtag go bold ZT. How bold is that? And it's polarizing. People either hate it or they love it. But truthfully, a lot of people that think they're going to hate it end up seeing it in person and they love it. It's just different. It's different from the norm, and I give ZT big credit. They went bold and they kicked it out of the park. So congratulations to ZT for putting out a badass knife. Next honorable mention. This one's gonna shock a lot of people, but I gotta bring it up. This knife has been in my head all year, and it's gotta be mentioned. It is the Benchmade Micro Pocket Rocket. You want to talk about a knife that struck people, so many different people wrong. Everybody was like, what the hell was Benchmade thinking? And to me, it's kind of ugly. It's kind of goofy. It's kind of silly looking, but it's a cool damn knife. And I've spent many a nights sitting back going, I need one of these. I absolutely need one of these. It's just a fun knife to drop in your pocket. It's a fun knife to flip. I'm not going to tell you it's the best flipper out there, because it's not. But it's just the weirdest design, but still you can kind of get a good little 3-finger grip on there. And it's very different. Very, very different. I think the biggest complaint on this knife has been the price. But I got to tell you, if you like small, stubby, unique knives, Benchmade crushed it on this one. And everybody knows that we like knives this style, but they're not for everybody. But it had to be mentioned. Absolutely had to be mentioned. And I give Benchmade big kudos for taking this risk on and putting it out there. It's just, like I said, it's easy to hate. It's hard to love, but if you put one in your hand, you sit back and if you go to a knife shop, you put one in your hand, I guarantee you later that night, if you didn't buy it, you're going, damn, I'm gonna have to go back there and pick one up. So good job, Benchmade, for doing something different and cool and polarizing. We'll use that word again. Number 6 on this list is going to surprise a lot of people, because I'm sure they're expecting to find it in the top 5. But, and there's a reason it's not. It is our Kershaw Knockout with M390 steel. And the only reason it's not in the top 5 is because it's not really, it's awesome. It's a fantastic knife. You guys know we love this. We would have never taken it on as our exclusive if we didn't think it was fantastic. You can't beat the price point for M390 steel. And the only reason I didn't feel comfortable putting it in the top 5 is because the Knockout's been around for some time. And really the only differences we made to it were the M390 blade and the fact that it's blue on the handle. At the price point, you can't beat it. Around $100 shipped to your door. And it's been a fantastic exclusive. It's made our year so much bigger, and we cannot begin to tell Kershaw how much we appreciate it. And like I said, the only reason it's not in our top 5 is because technically there's nothing new on the knife except the color and the blade steel. But hell of a deal. And if we were doing top 5 bargains of the year for 2018, or top 5 best deals of the year, or top 5 greatest sellers, or anything like that, this would be number 1. But that's the only reason I didn't feel comfortable putting it in the top 5. But I still hope you'll check them out. They are starting to get low. So let's get to it. The top 5. I'll try and move through this quick, because I took a lot of time on the honorable mentions. But number 5 on the list is going to surprise a lot of people as well, because they know I don't really care for the knife. It doesn't mean anything's wrong with it. That's why there's so many different knives that are made, because we all have different taste. But the Benchmade Bugout. If you know me, you know I like heavier knives. I like knives that have more substantial feeling in the hand. The Bugout is not made for that purpose. The Bugout is made to be lightweight, very light carry, very unnoticeable in the pocket. And Benchmade knocked it out of the park with this. And I give them a ton of credit. I've been shocked. These have sold like a champ and have been a favorite of Benchmade fans all year long. So Benchmade did a great job with it. I got to give them credit. But it's a good thing I wasn't on their marketing team, because I'd have thought no way. But it's been very popular and a great little knife, and especially if weight is a big factor for you. So if you're a hiker somewhere, someone that's wanted something light for their bag or their truck or their pocket, man, the Bugout's the way to go. So good job again from Benchmade. Number 4 on our list. This is the first time I think this is the 3rd or 4th year we've done the countdown of the top 5. And this is the first time that we've put a fixed blade on it. Is the TM Hunt Hedgehog. Hopefully it can show that pretty well. We had to bring this up. Todd specifically designed this knife for bushcraft type people who are out in the woods, who like to carry a big bushcraft knife. And he wanted to show those people that a smaller knife would work just as well as a bigger knife for 99% of all tasks, if not 100%. And he developed this, and the Hedgehog just fits great in the hand. It's got a great handle on it. Small knife for a fixed blade, especially for a bushcraft fixed blade, but pretty much ready to handle every task you can throw at it. And he knocked the Hedgehog out of the park. And we've been very proud to sell TM Hunt knives for a long time. I consider Todd a close personal friend, but that's not why this is on here. This is on here because it deserves to be on here, and one of the best designed fixed blades we've seen this past year. So number 3 on the list is not going to surprise anybody, I don't think, because we certainly talked about it a lot, is the Southern Grind Quill. Once again, kind of like the Bugout and the Micro Pocket Rocket and things like that, it's on the list because it's just, this one especially, is just so damn different. And if you like that classic, thinner, more, small gentleman's carry pocket knife, but you also love full tie and you love flippers, what a way to combo it all. And this knife took off at Blade Show. People loved it. Everybody that put their hands on it was like, man, I need one of those, or I want one of those, or they bought one of those. And it was also in our video about knives that sell better in store than they do online. And it's because true knife nuts come in here and they put their hands on this thing and they're not leaving without it. It's fun to flip. It's fantastic for a secondary or backup knife, but it's also perfect for church and business and everywhere else. It's just a cool damn concept. So good job, Southern Grind. We look forward to more stuff like this. Number 2 on the list might shock a few people, may not, but if you know me, This one's not going to shock you. The ZT0562 full tie. Good God. We've been asking ZT to produce this for years, and we got to give big cred to them because they didn't do it as a product or as a sprint run. So they did the full tie as a full production run, and basically it's a early 2019 release. And guys, this, if you love the 562 CF, which has been one of our most popular sellers since our existence, and you like full tie, there ain't nothing to hate about this. You know, the 562, it just has always fit the hand really well. It's based off that Hinderer design and the 3.5-inch Hinderer design, XM18, and just flips like a champ. The full tie just makes it fantastic in the hand and gives it that heavy duty, bomb-proof feel. And so happy they came out with this. Really am. We don't, as a matter of fact, this is the last one we have in stock, but the thing that's going to be fun about these when our next batch comes in is also this big space of titanium. Just going to be able to do so much with that anodizing. So look forward to that we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with that in 2019. So number one on our list, it's not going to surprise any of you. And we'd be crazy not to put it as number one. It's been a huge seller for us and it hadn't been out that long, is the Hinderer half-track Spanto. This is the Gen 2 model, which comes with the steel lock bar insert and also comes with the tri-way pivot system, which means it's on bearings. So flips fantastic. You know I'm a half-track nut. So if you're sitting back and you're like, well, you know, the Kershaw Knockout only made an honorable mention, but this doesn't really have that many changes from the Gen 1 half-track. Well, yeah, it does, because it's got the Spanto blade and like I said, the insert and the tri-way pivot system. So it just took a knife that was already fantastic, that we were already in love with the Gen 1 half-track, and made it even better and way better. So it's been a huge success for us. It truly did. We got these in for our open house back in November, middle of November, and we're running out of the G10 models. We've got titanium coming and some battle blacks and things like that, but man, these things are moving fast. And they've just been a huge success. And everybody that's gotten them, I think we've had, out of a ton of them sold, I think we've had like 2 returns. Everybody loves them. And it's just a great everyday carry, great everywhere carry. I've said all this stuff in a ton of other videos, but Hinderer crushed it for us. And we were very proud to be the only people to have the Gen 2 with the Spanto available. So this is an exclusive for us. No doubt it was going to be number one. So guys, that's it. That's our top 5 plus a few honorable mentions. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sure a few of them were curveballs for you, but we love all the knives that we sell. We really do. And we appreciate everybody's support. It's been a big 2018, and 2019's looking to just take off and be nuts. So we hope you'll keep following us, subscribe to our YouTube channel, check out all our knives at usamadeblade.com, and thank you for watching.